अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मैं हूं मदीहा मसूद एंड आई वेलकम यू टू द अनअपोलोजेटिक शो। आज की मटेरियलिस्टिक वर्ल्ड में हमारी ज़िंदगी हमारे इर्द गिर्द ही घूमती है, लेकिन बहुत से लोग ऐसे होते हैं जो अपने साथ साथ दूसरों की ज़िंदगी का भी खास ख्याल रखते हैं। आज के हमारे गेस्ट भी कुछ ऐसे ही हैं। लेट्स इंट्रोड्यूस यू टू शपनिक खान, हु इज़ द फाउंडर एंड मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर एट फोर्ट बेंड यूनाइटेड एंड वाइस चेयर एट टेक्सास प्रोग्रेसिव एग्जीक्यूटिव काउंसिल TPEC। थैंक यू सो मच शपनिक खान फॉर ज्वाइनिंग अस। मैंने आपको बहुत सी जगहों पर विटनेस किया है। आप अपने लिए काम करते हैं और उसके साथ साथ आप पॉलिटिकल एक्टिविटीज़ में भी देखे जाते हैं, कल्चरल एक्सचेंज एक्टिविटीज़ में भी देखे जाते हैं, और जहाँ पर भी सोसाइटी को यूनाइट करना हो या उनकी ज़रूरत हो, आप हर जगह देखे जाते हैं। सो क्या चीज़ आपको मोटिवेट करती है कि आपको सोसाइटी के लिए ऐसे काम करना है?
Well, thank you so much for having me here. I just wanted to say thank you the Play TV for having me, and also you. Look, I'm a Bangladeshi American, and also I'm a Muslim American, and I've been here 30 plus years. I came here when I was pretty young, but this country given me all that I need in my life. I'm blessed to have a good family, good life, and this small way to giving back the community is getting involved with the politics, now also the community service. And I believe when you're giving back, this is a passion. It's not that I make a living out of it, and I'm very, very happy that what I did last 20 plus years, because to get involved in my community, it's not only the Bangladeshi American, Pakistani American, Indian American, Muslim Americans, to be involved in the mainstream politics, mainstream activities that we call this country our home away from home, and I'm glad to be part of it. And I've been doing it, and I'm blessed to have a good friends, and that's what we're making it a every day, every other day we get involved and making a good impact to our community.
Alright, you have been living since long in US. तो आपकी क्या थॉट्स हैं कल्चरल एक्सचेंज को लेकर, कल्चरल डाइवर्सिटी को लेकर, एंड स्पेशली रेसिज्म?
So it's a very good question. Look, 20 plus years ago, if you go look at the mainstream politicians, they're nothing but all one color. Now, we, the Asian Americans, or the Muslim Americans, the Pakistani Americans, we never get involved in the mainstream politics. What we do, we celebrate our cultural shows, we get stuck in our community events, we fight each other for being India, Pakistan, Hindu, Muslims, those things. But once you're living in this country, you gotta get involved. And if you don't get involved, some bad apples is gonna take advantage of you, which is the racism. Now, once you get elected, once you play a role to elected officials, being Asian Americans, it make their mind change. They see who we are. And that's what is making the difference. And also, we the Asian American making a huge difference to their daily life. They're getting elected because of our support. There's always a difference. Let's say a person is winning by 2-3 points. I say a few thousand votes. Now we are the one getting engaged. We are voting for certain candidates. They are winning, and they will listen to us, and they've been listening to us. And I believe the more we get engaged, the more it gets better.
Alright, जैसे कि आप खुद भी बता रहे हैं कि आप पॉलिटिकल अपने जो फ्रेंड्स हैं उनको हेल्प करते हैं, जो जहाँ उनकी ज़रूरत होती है आप वहाँ पर होते हैं। सो एनी प्लान्स फ्यूचर के लिए कि आप भी पॉलिटिकल फिगर बनेंगे, या फिर आपने कभी पार्ट लिया?
Well, I am not that qualified to be elected officials also, and thank you. Many times I've been asked, hey, why don't you run for a position? But if everybody runs, who's going to make the other people to run? And I enjoy helping people. That's what my passion is doing this. And also, when you become elected officials, you have to leave it's a full-time job, and you cannot have what you do. And I personally, I run a law office. I have to give up that profession, which is I cannot afford it. I have 3 beautiful daughters, a lot of expenses. So those election and the elected position doesn't pay my bills.
So I have a question. How do you manage that passion to lead? Because it's not an easy thing to manage your work and to do all these activities also.
Well, you sacrifice. I've been doing this 20 plus years. You sacrifice from your life, your family, and you got to have a better understanding wife and kids. They understand what I do, and they let me use my time taking away from their life for this. I mean, it is a sacrifice that we all make. It's not only me, it's my family, and also my family's friends. They all be part of it. So yeah, it is a sacrifice.
Alright, आप डेमोक्रेटिक पार्टी से हैं, बट ऑफ कोर्स आपके जो फ्रेंड सर्कल होंगे वो दूसरी पार्टी से भी हो सकते हैं. और फिर कल्चरल डाइवर्सिटी की जैसे हम बात कर रहे हैं, तो कभी ऐसा हुआ कि फ्रेंड्स आपको अपनी तरफ खींचने की कोशिश कि उसको सपोर्ट नहीं करो, उसको वोट नहीं करो क्योंकि आप मेरे फ्रेंड्स हैं? कभी आपने ऐसी सिचुएशन फेस की है?
Always. It is given because human nature. When you do politics, it's always you take somebody's sides or not. But I tend to not to take side because yes, I'm a Democrat. I will support my good Democratic candidates. If it is a partisan election. Partisan election means you have to understand we're running for mayor and city council is not a Democrat-Republican race. This is non-partisan race. But when you run for judges, run for district attorney, sheriff, those are partisan races. I will do my best to help my Democratic nominee to win. But before they become nominee, they have to run themselves. It happened, I don't know if you saw in recent election, Democrat ran against each other and someone get the nominee, then they run against the Republican. And he always ran into these issues. But
so you
have to manage it.
Okay, तो जैसे आप बता रहे हैं कि वहाँ से लोग अपनी जो पॉलिटिक्स जो रूट्स है लोगों की वहीं रह जाती हैं, लेकिन क्या बांग्लादेश से जब लोग आपसे कांटेक्ट करते हैं कभी वो कहते हैं कि हमें यूएस भी ले जाएं?
They're always like this. They always ask, hey, can I get a chance to come to here? I mean, it's not only the normal people. There is people who has money because they don't feel safe because of the how we are in back home. So everybody wants to come here. I haven't found anyone that they don't want to come.
Okay, so आप अपने आप को 5 years बाद कहाँ देखते हैं?
Well, I wanted to see the Houston, our community. It's not only the Bangladeshis, the Pakistani, Indian, the Asian American community as a whole get more engaged. We should elect more elected officials that looks like us, and also play a proactive role in the mainstream politics. That's what we want to get out. And inshallah we'll get there.
और इसके साथ ही हम जाएंगे एक छोटे से कमर्शियल ब्रेक की तरफ. Stay tuned to the Un-Apologetic show. Welcome back to the Un-Apologetic show. Let's jump into our first segment, Truth or Drink. तो हमारे फर्स्ट सेगमेंट के रूल्स कुछ इस तरह से, या तो आपको सच पिक करना है या फिर आपको ये टैप वाटर का ग्लास पीना है. सो ये चॉइस आपकी होगी, या तो आप सच बोलेंगे या फिर ये पानी आपको पीना होगा. शुरू करें?
Sure.
ऑलराइट, हमारा फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इस सेगमेंट का कि अगर आपको कोई इनविजिबल पावर मिल जाए तो आप क्या करेंगे?
I will erase Donald Trump from the world.
और फिर उन्हें कहाँ ले जाएंगे?
I'll probably take him to somewhere like rural Afghanistan and hand it over to some Taliban guys.
The next question is the last WhatsApp voice note that you have sent.
I don't want to answer, so I have to drink this.
Yes, absolutely. So इसका मतलब है आपके फोन में ऐसा वॉइस नोट है जो कि आप नहीं चाहते कि पब्लिक पे सुने, right?
Yeah, it's a private, so I don't want it.
Okay. Any female politician जिससे आप डेट पर लेकर जाना चाहते हो या फिर उससे शादी करना चाहते हो लाइफ के किसी भी हिस्से में?
Wow, okay.
So I think कोई ऐसी पॉलिटिशियन है जिससे आप शादी करना चाहते हैं? Alright. So कभी आपको सोशल मीडिया पे कोई ऐसा पर्सन दिखा जिसने आपको फ्रीक आउट किया हो? And you have to take the name.
I don't know.
So you have to drink the water.
Well, Republican, but anyway, so.
Okay. Now you have to call any of your friend और आपने उनको ये बताना है कि आप political campaign run करने जा रहे हैं and we really want to listen to their response.
Okay.
And you just have 25 seconds for that. And put it on loudspeaker.
Shapnik,
What's up, brother?
I'm in Austin driving back.
I know. Hey, I'm on the TV show, and they asked me to call someone very important. The question that I'm going to ask: if I ever run for an election or elected position, would you going to support me?
I'll think about it.
Okay. Well, you remember you're on the media, so I just want to put you in
Oh,
there.
am I really on the phone?
Yeah. Okay. So.
I'm kidding. Of course I'm going to support you.
Okay.
Only on federal level.
Oh. Okay.
No, actually we got the answer. Your friends are not gonna support you. They have doubts on you.
Position is what you should run for.
Okay.
Anything below that, I will question your decision.
Oh, okay. All right. So you want me to run above the federal level? Okay. I get it.
For any federal position, that it really matters on policy issues, not technical accounting issues like state and county government.
Okay.
Your
So.
intentions are reflected that way. That's my opinion.
All right. So is it yes or no? You supporting yes or no?
Yes, I'm supporting.
Okay. Thank you,
Ready,
sir.
ask that way. See you later. Bye.
Okay.
आई थिंक आपके जो फ्रेंड्स हैं वो थोड़ा कुछ नर्वस दिखाई दे रहा है बट इट वॉज अ गुड आंसर और इस सेगमेंट में भी यू वर गुड. आपने जो 3 आंसर बिल्कुल परफेक्ट दे दिए एंड 2 ग्लासेस लेफ्ट दैट्स टोटली ओके. लेट्स मूव ऑन टू आवर नेक्स्ट सेगमेंट. सो हमारे इस सेगमेंट में मैं आपके सामने 2 सिचुएशंस रखूंगी एंड यू हैव टू पिक 1 सिचुएशन. आर यू रेडी फॉर इट?
Sure.
Okay. The first situation is, would you rather sing a song in front of a complete stranger or your closer friend?
Closer friend. Okay.
Okay. Would you rather meet the President of the United States or a movie star?
Oh, absolutely, the President of the United States.
If you had to give up one thing for the rest of your life, would it be brushing your hair or brushing your teeth?
Brushing my hair.
Would you rather own a house or rent a residence?
Own a house.
Would you rather put a stop to war or end world hunger?
Hunger.
Would you rather spend the night in a luxury hotel room or camping surrounded by a beautiful scenery?
The beautiful scenery.
Would you rather explore space or the ocean?
Space.
Would you rather go deep sea diving or bungee jumping?
Wow. The deep sea, yes.
Alright, would you rather always say everything on your mind or never speak again?
That's a tough question. Well, I don't know that answer. I can tell you that.
Okay, would you rather make a phone call or send a text?
Phone call.
Would you rather read an awesome book or watch a good movie?
Good movies.
ओके इसके साथ ही हमारा ये सेगमेंट हुआ तमाम एंड यू वर सो गुड एंड शार्प इन द आंसर्स. लेकिन एक क्वेश्चन का आंसर आप नहीं दे पाए थे. दैट्स टोटली फाइन एंड जस्टिफाइड. लेट्स मूव ऑन टू आवर लास्ट सेगमेंट. सो शैपनिक खान, हमारे थर्ड और लास्ट सेगमेंट की थीम कुछ इस तरह से है कि मैं आपको कुछ ट्वीट्स दिखाऊंगी एंड यू हैव टू रीड ऑल द ट्वीट और उसके बाद आपको अपना इंस्टेंट रिस्पॉन्स देना है. वो चाहे एक्सप्रेशंस में हो सकता है या वर्बली. सो आप तैयार हैं?
Sure.
There you go. This is your first tweet.
Well, I'm an old man. I gotta read with the glasses. So.
Okay.
This is Joe Biden. Here. All right. LGBTQ.
So you have to read it a little louder so people can understand
so
that.
LGBTQ plus rights or human rights. Are we celebrating as we celebrate this month? We on rest until full equality of LGBTQ plus America is finally achieved and codified into law. The Senate must pass the Equality Act, which is much needed. And I believe it's a human right, so we're all equal. And we should be, this is a great tweet.
Okay. And you support this cause, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so this is your second tweet.
President Biden to announce US will buy 500 million vaccine doses to donate to poor nations. Great one again. See, is the difference between Donald Trump versus Biden. Biden is taking care of the whole world.
All right. So your third and last tweet is this.
Oh, Lady Jill Biden. Okay. First Lady Jill Biden sporting a jacket with the words "Love" on the back, poses a photograph looking out over the sea at Carby's Bay in Cornwall ahead of the G7 summit. Again, it's the difference between last versus the new. The last year, the First Lady wore a jacket mocking the immigrants, and with the new president's wife, which is the First Lady, putting out the love. So that's the difference, Democrat versus the Republic.
Alright, with this हमारा थर्ड और लास्ट सेगमेंट हुआ तमाम और हमारे शो का वक्त भी हो गया खत्म. Thank you so much Shapnik Khan for joining us. Any last and precise message for our viewers?
Well, I can add one thing, that get engaged. If you live in USA, be engaged with the democratic process and stay out of India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, India war. I mean, this is not for this. We have to unite it together. No more Hindu-Muslim problems in this country.
Thank you so much Shapnik Khan and thank you to the viewers जिन्होंने the Un-Apologetic show देखा. And definitely आपको क्या करना है, आपको join करना है हमें तमाम social networks पर. For more updates and more shows, stay tuned to Play TV.